The evangelical I Kiss Dating Goodbye era is when I Kiss Dating Goodbye is a book that was written by a guy named Josh Harris. In 2018, Josh Harris like came online, and because the book was so bad and toxic that he came out and was like, I'm really sorry I wrote it. I don't think they should keep publishing it. I am trying to make up for the harm that it caused everybody. Please forgive me. And honestly, kudos to him for doing that, but also he's the one that wrote it, so minus like 100 kudos. And it basically was a big push to say that, you know, he was like, you shouldn't date at all, because he had this like famous imagery of like, when you're up there on your wedding day, you'll line up every girl you've ever dated or kissed, and like that's who your wife is marrying. You know, it this sort of like toxic purity culture, shame based, which in my experience observing it led to a lot of people who grew up with it getting married far too young, and often to people that were not good for them, because we just were racing to the finish line to get to the goal, right? There wasn't this sort of breathing room within the relationships. And I think he was actually even a proponent of like the courtship where like you don't go on dates alone. I think that was him, which is so toxic. Don't do that. Don't marry someone you've never been alone. No, don't do that. But the way that it ties into like me being gay is I grew up in that, and for like a really long time I was like, I am the best at this. I don't even want to. I don't even want to be near you. You can go over there if you want. And I remember whenever I would be dating someone and I would just be like, I'm really good at keeping a boundary, which should have been a telltale sign, because at that time in my life, I was really bad at keeping boundaries, but I was very good at keeping that boundary of like, no, you go over there. And I'm not going to say that it led to me being in the closet longer than necessary, because there was a lot of contributing factors there, but I don't think that it helped, because it kind of was, I was just like, oh, I'm just a really good Christian.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
And I ended up going to a Christian university where I would say the population was like 80% gay. At least based on my own personal experience, which albeit I admit might be skewed, but all of my friends ended up being gay. Maybe I just had good taste in people.